Does the music matter? Live waves, build a generation. Kingdom Customs, J-Dab Music, let's go. When it comes to the music, what do y'all consume with? Does it make it raise your hands, dance, kick off your shoes and relax? Grooving, impacting, influence. Got your body beat moving, so congruent. I'm teaching using scientific rubric. Power, perception, persuasion like fluid. Penetrate your brain, your memory, in tune with the thought, life, emotions, vulnerable to illusion. Bringing it to you from live waves is conclusive.
We need a voice. We need a consistent voice. We need a sacrificial voice. And we need a voice that knows what they're talking about and can provide evidence and willing to partner with other people and make whatever kind of changes we can.
And so what I would like to do today is share with you all the history and how did it become a part of my passion and what I'm doing and what I'm striving to do here. So probably about 10 years ago, to be exact, I met a gentleman by the name of Kareem Bowen. And so he says to me, he said, man, I think there's somebody you should meet. You two have, like minds, passions, desires, so on and so forth. And I was telling her about my passions when it comes to music, different things I understood, so on and so forth. Miss Tally had access to parents and youth at the time. And so after talking with me for a while, we took a break and we resumed. As we resumed, she says, does the music matter? I said, well, of course it does. She said, I'm not asking you that. She said, that was in my spirit when we broke away for a few minutes. And she says, I want you to come up with a workshop for my parents and name it, Does the Music Matter? It really resonated within me, the structure, the content, so on and so forth. And that's when the passion came. I didn't know that 10 years later I would be writing a psychological, scientific approach. I've done quite a few endeavors in my adult life, in my professional life. And by far, working with the youth has been the most rewarding. Consequently, though, over a year ago, one of my students was murdered. And it impacted me in a major way. And it wasn't the first time that I experienced something similar. Being someone who's been working with the youth in Saginaw, Michigan for 16 years, you're gonna lose some young people to murder, prison, drugs, so on and so forth. But I digress. The moral of the story was my relationship with this young man was so close, and I was watching what he was experiencing in life, and he was trying to change. He was trying to make some changes, and I know this personally. And so as I watched him struggle, one of the things that I seen that was consistent on the negative side was the music he listened to. And I would watch him on Facebook, watch him on picture, taking pictures. There's always guns, and when he had video, always this gangster rap music, talking about killing and murder. And he was murdered, and it really tore me up. And I began to talk about the music on Facebook.
I just came on here to express my heart right quick. I just lost another one of my little nephews last night. Monic, look at the fruit. Look at the fruit. Man, I don't get it. I'm tired of it. Ain't y'all tired of it? No, it's not just music. No, music's not the only impact. But if you understood the power of music, you'll understand what I'm saying. We got young people dying every day, going to prison, speaking murder over themselves, receiving the fruit. But I'm out of here, man. Grace and peace be multiplied to you all, beloved.
And the responses that I got from many of you who may be watching right now warranted me to sit down and write about it. It really did. It pulled on me, it tugged, and I said, it's about time that I write the book. Also, we have the soul, all right? And we're going to give a psychological perspective. And we're also going to give a biblical, an ancient biblical worldview. Music and motive, all right? What is music? We're going to talk about what is it from a definition perspective. You know, technically, what is music, right? We're going to briefly talk about words and influence, all right? Impact, history, health, and music, all right? We call that back down memory lane, all right? So we're going to talk about music's history, all right? And some of the aspects of how music correlates and connects to health. Three is the mind, memory, thought life, the brain, all right? And that looks like this. So we're going to deal with memory, short-term memory, working memory, long-term memory. All right, we're going to talk about maintenance rehearsal, elaborative rehearsal, right? These are things that have to do with how the mind works, how the memory thought. We're going to talk about music and the brain. Okay, we're going to talk about the brain, aspects of the brain, the prefrontal cortex, all right, the hippocampus, the amygdala, and how these things are affected and impacted by music, all right? So we're going to get into music and the brain. Music therapy. A lot of these things are brief. This is a nice foundation. We're going to have volume 2 coming next. After the literary work is finished, when we go through all of the different units and the chapters, we're going to start having guests on the show. We're going to talk about the movement, all right? Does the Music Matter 13? It's a social movement that we're starting, so we're going to talk more and more about the movement. And thank you for watching. Thank you for gathering with us. And we look forward to continuing to build this relationship as we explore, does the music matter? Peace.
So like a gambler losing, I'm breaking pool sticks. Pissed off, feeling ripped off with my students. Bombarded with lyrics, drug dealing and shooting. Artists looking success is so confusing. Music Matter 13, the booth with truth and bringing it to you from live waves is conclusive.